Hello, and welcome to Guns and Edelweiss. Today, we will examine one of the most prominent concealed carry pistols ever made, the Sig Sauer P229 in 9mm. This particular pistol was manufactured in Germany around 1998 and made explicitly for the police department of Geneva in Switzerland. Switzerland has very strict laws around the exportation of firearms. Therefore, in 1975, the Swiss company Sig entered into an agreement with the German gun manufacturer J.P. Sauer & Son, known for their quality hunting rifles, to develop and market firearms internationally. This is how the Sig Sauer partnership was born. The P229 is a compact semi-automatic, locked breech designed firearm specifically designed for duty and/or concealed carry purposes. The standard version features a dual-action, single-action trigger mechanism. The P229 originates from the P226, which was designed for entry into the XM9 service pistol trials of the Joint Service Small Arms Program that were held by the US Army in 1984 in order to find a replacement for the M1911A1 handgun in US military service. Only the Beretta 92 and the P226 passed these trials. Beretta was later awarded the M9 contract for the 92 due to a lower overall total package price. The P229 was originally introduced to supplement and then replace the P228 by adding the 357 SIG and 40 Smith & Wesson as available chamber rings. The P229 was the first production handgun introduced that could chamber the newly created 357 SIG round. The P226 and P228 were originally manufactured using a stamped steel slide on an aluminum alloy frame. The P229 consists of a CNC milled stainless steel slide, typically colored black with a nitron finish. The P229's milled steel slide was introduced to handle the higher slide velocities created by the 357 SIG and 40 Smith & Wesson loads, which the stamped slide of the P228 could not handle without the use of a much stiffer recoil spring. The P229 has been widely carried throughout the world by law enforcement, military, and concealed carriers, and has been used as a duty pistol by numerous different specialized government agencies, such as Germany's SEK and Federal Criminal Police, Poland's GROM Special Missions Unit, the British SAS and Royal Air Force, Greek counter-terrorism police units, United States Navy, including the Navy SEALs. Now let's dive in and have a closer look. First, we will carry out a safety check. We remove the magazine, make sure it is clear, and we will inspect the chamber and make sure it is clear. It's all clear, we're good to go. The P229 is intended to be carried in the dual-action configuration, which is loaded chamber and hammer decocked. There is no external safety. Instead, it incorporates a double-action first trigger pull. This implies that the first shot is a long and heavy 12-pound pull. After the slide transitions, the trigger mechanism enters single-action mode for faster follow-up shots. There is also an internal lock that holds the firing pin until the hammer strikes it. When the hammer is in the cocked position, the operator can use the decocker on the right-hand side to return the pistol back to the double-action pull condition. Pushing it down trips the trigger and allows the hammer to come back down to the rebound position with the firing pin lock engaged. Now let's take some measurements. The overall length of this P229 is approximately 180 millimeters. It has a barrel length of 99 millimeters. This is the older non-railed frame design with rounded front trigger guard. The cantonal shield of Geneva is laser engraved on the front left-hand side of the slide, indicating that it was property of the Geneva Police Department. The original Sig Sauer drift-adjustable Tritium night sights are installed in the following configuration. The front sight is marked 7 for a height of 5.74 millimeters. The rear sight is marked 8 for a height of 6.35 millimeters. The standard sight configuration for this model would be 6 in the front and 8 at the rear. Raising the front sight one number raises the point of impact by 1 inch at 25 yards, meaning that this firearm was reconfigured for a slightly further point of aim, point of impact ratio. I replaced the original black plastic ribs with a molded frictional surface surrounding the manufacturer's name and model with these walnut grips and fastening screws from Neil Griff with the prominent Swiss cross emblem in a humble attempt to achieve complete Swissness. So this is the original 13-round 9mm double column magazine marked Sig Sauer, and the spine has indicator holes marked 5, 10 and 13 for the cartridges. It weighs approximately 872 grams. Now let's take a real-time measurement of the trigger pull weight in single action. So approximately 3 pounds, 15.2 ounces. Based on public records, the serial number range beginning AH 12700 would place the production date of this P229 to early 1998. I also checked the date clock under the original grips, which indicate early 1998, further validating this point. There are two different types of proof marks on this firearm. We have the German Federal Eagle over N seen here to the right of the serial number on the pistol's frame, and the Swiss burner probe seen here at the end of the right-hand side of the slide and on the barrel. Let's examine what they mean. The Eagle over N appears consistently on all German firearms. The eagle is a federal insignia in Germany and in this case is indicative of the firearm's acceptance according to government standards. The N means that the firearm has been approved for safe use with nitrocellulose-based gunpowder. In order to obtain this certification, the firearm must successfully fire 2 rounds of ammunition that have been loaded 30% hotter than the accepted ammunition caliber specification. In terms of mechanical assurances, this stamp is the most important on the weapon. The BP, or burner probe mark, which looks like an inversed B joined to a P, is the Swiss equivalent, high-pressure proof mark. It has been referenced that Swiss-proofed Sig Sauers are assembled in Switzerland. One last interesting fact relating to the Geneva Police Department's adoption of P229s came to light during a visit at a local armory where I was speaking with a retired officer who recalled that in the late 1990s, a batch of 300 P229s in this configuration were ordered and issued to the local police detectives. Thank you for watching, and please like, comment, share and subscribe to our channel. See you next time.